I'm just gonna say, not this past week, although this past week there was some crazy stuff that happened. But the week prior, it was probably one of the craziest weeks of my entire life. Let me just say this. Hang on, there's like a rogue here. Let me just say that I had a particular perception on something in life. Okay, something in life I had a particular idea on. And because of an event that happened, let's just say that my entire perspective on that situation completely changed. Okay? It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, wow. Okay. So, yes. So, yeah, something major happened. And basically the most simplest way I can put it without going into too much detail because I really don't want to reveal anything yet. Let's just say I think it's going to be a big surprise for me. Um that is this was like a vision that came to me. This was such a strange thing that happened. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced this sort of thing, but I feel as though at this point in my life, like over like the past year, this is when a lot of my, I guess you can call it like psychic powers or, you know, sixth sense powers have whatever it is have started to like they were all always awakened for a very very long time. I've had plenty of things like come true and many like visions of things that have come into reality. But it's like now it's so much more intense over the past year. So that's basically what I experienced about 2 weeks ago. I was just in the middle of on my computer. I was even at one point like cooking, and then all of a sudden I just like freeze. And I'm seeing like a vision of something that's going to happen in my future. And I'm like, this is so strange. This is so weird. It's like this is not what I had ever expected. This is not anything that I even ever wanted. And like there it was presenting itself to me. And then it was so strange because it wasn't just the vision. It was accompanied by my physical body became extremely hot. Like I was sweating profusely. Even my feet were hot and sweating, which is not like me at all. It was very unusual. And then emotionally, I was like, "Oh my gosh. This is like it's bringing up so many emotions." I was just crying. It was just all of a sudden it just hits me like this vision of something that's going to happen in my future with the other physical and mental symptoms. And I'm just like, it was so crazy. That's the best way I can describe it. So I don't know if anyone else has had an experience like that. I know I haven't said in detail exactly what I was seeing. All I said was it was a vision of my future, of something in my future that I was never expecting and never really wanted to happen. But there it was. It was like so clear and all these sorts of things. And I'm like, oh, I don't. It's emotions are all over the place. Emotions are all over the place. So I don't know. It was like very specific things. So I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced that sort of thing. Is anyone else aware of that? And not only that, after I experienced this, because it lasted for about 48 hours. And then I try to go to sleep. And I could not sleep because it just kept bombarding in my mind. I'm like, what is this? It's like it just kept waking me up, all these thoughts and these visions. And I looked online and I saw other people describing similar sort of things, like something in the future, like they had either dreams about or premonitions or thoughts about, like years before it actually happened. And I'm like, wow. So this is actually like a thing. This is actually, I don't know what it would be called, but this is actually something that happens. So it is, to say the least, I have a completely different mindset than I did 2 weeks ago when I was on here. So crazy. Crazy. My vision that I had about my own future. This was not someone else's future. This was my own. I was, saw. I didn't see myself. I was myself, and I was seeing the interactions, and conversations. I was hearing conversations, seeing some people and interactions. I'm like, wow, this is wild. But it, as I said, it was accompanied by that strong physical heat of my body. Like my body was like, it was burning up. I was like on fire. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. It's so hot. What is going on? So, and then emotionally, I was like breaking down. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like crying. It's like my emotions were all over the place. Like I was feeling like happiness and excitement, but I was also feeling like terror and like dread. It's like, oh my gosh, what do I feel? What do I feel? It's like my emotions are all over. So, yeah. See, I think the thing is, so when I had this vision, I was, prior to that, I was very resistant. And even when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want this life. This is kind of, I don't know. I don't know. But then I just learned to accept it. Like, okay, this is probably what's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine. And if it does happen, that's also fine. So that's kind of where I am now, where I'm like, okay, I don't know what the future is going to be. I can't force it to happen. I can't try to make it happen, and I shouldn't have to make it happen. It's going to happen the way that it's intended to, you know? It's going to happen in a very natural way. And, well, that's what I think is going to happen in my life, at least. I guess the thing is, if you're confessing your interest or your love to someone, you have that fear of rejection from the other person, So that can be a very challenging thing. So for me, like when I did it, not too long ago, um, yeah, it was challenging, but I didn't have that fear. It's like, okay, whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing. So that to me has been the hardest. That's my feeling, that is the hardest to be open about. Because it's like, well, how can I be really open about that? I don't know. It's hard to do. Love is harder for me to talk about than death, to be honest. So, but I'm getting a little better, as I said. I'm getting a little better because it's like, you know, confess my feelings to someone. I was able to do it. How long ago was that? Gosh, I was just like, yeah, like 3 months ago. So, yeah. So, what's going to happen? Mystery. Anyway, let's not get too much into that. That is private personal matters, I must say. Yeah, so as a brief, real quick recap of what happened. A week and a half ago, I had this like psychic vision, like a clairvoyance, I guess, of my future, of something happening in my future. which was something that I did not want, something that I was opposed to, something like, that's never going to happen. I don't want that. But I saw it. I saw it and I heard interactions. I saw people. I saw conversation. I heard conversations. I saw events. And it just stopped me in the middle of what I was doing. And I just saw this playing out. And my body, my physical body got extremely hot. I was sweating profusely. My mind, I had all these emotions. I started to cry profusely. It's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So, yeah, I think something big is in my future. Something that I think I've said it plenty of times. Like, oh, I don't want that. That's not gonna happen. Whatever. But it showed me specific things. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, Jason, great to have you here. How are you doing, Jason? How are you doing, Jason? So, that was my experience, and it was draining because it lasted for 48 hours. It lasted for 48 hours, and it was wow. It literally see. This is what's so amazing to me. So literally a week and a half ago, I was opposed to this idea. And now I'm like the total opposite. Now I'm like, okay, I welcome this idea and actually kind of want that future that I saw. you know, so it's just oh my gosh. So, yeah, it's an interesting thing going on, but I don't know if anyone can guess what it is. I mean, I think kind of some of the stuff that I'm saying, it's kind of like almost like I feel as though everyone knows what it is. But I don't know if anyone could possibly guess it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if someone says it, maybe if someone guesses it, I'll say yes, maybe, maybe. I don't know. mm. So embarrassed. Or in Japanese, hazukashi, hazukashi, hazukashi. You know, sometimes when I'm just by myself, if I'm saying something, I'll say it in Japanese, like, oh, wait a second, no one's going to understand what I'm saying. No. Is exotic dancing in your future? Oh, promise you. Okay, yes, that was my vision. I closed my eyes and I saw myself doing exotic dancing, topless and everything. No, no, no. It's something much more wholesome, okay? Something much more wholesome. Okay? Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can read this. I cannot read everything here. Let's see. Moshi kashite something. No. Something. No koto yume ni mita no. Okay, so dream, seeing your dream. Hold on. I think I'm kind of deciphering some of this here. Let's see what it says. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking you were saying here. Dreaming about I saw the one for love. Maybe you were dreaming about your future lover. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. It did involve them. Yes. Yes. It did involve my let's see what this word is. I don't know what this word is here. Oh, koibito. Koibito. Yes. Koibito. Koibito. Let's say you're just playing. You're in a goofy mood. Ah, maybe marriage. So the marriage thing. Yeah, I mean, I've already, I was against that like last year, but around May of last year, that is when things change about me getting married. So, it wasn't that. It wasn't that, but it was. So I'm going to. Hmm. Anyway, what's this? What is your name here? Lalala was here. La Lalawela was here. Well, hello to you. Konnichiwa. Okay, so I can almost read this then. That's if that word is koibito. Let's see if I can read this. I don't know what this one word is. Mirai. Oh, okay. So, Moshi kashite. What is it? Okay, Moshi kashite mirai no koibito no koto yume ni mitano. Okay, there we go. I can start to read it a bit more. Okay. Anyway, yeah, all of you are getting close. So it's making me a little bit nervous. It's making me a little nervous. Hazukashi. Embarrassed. Hazukashi. Anyway, look, I'm like blushing now. You got me all like riled up here. Why? Anyway, I'm doing this to myself after just reading like one comment. Two comments. The one about koibito and the other one about kekkon. Marriage. Kekkon. Maybe. Anyway.